my name is Lexi Jong, and here I like to talk about luxury beauty. And today we are talking about new lipsticks from BYREDO, and I have to say I'm super excited about these. I love lipsticks. If you follow my channel, you know that they are my favorite makeup item, and that's saying a lot. So there are 4 new shades of BYREDO lipstick, and I have one of the BYREDO lipsticks. I have one of the BYREDO tinted lip balms as well. I absolutely love their formulas. I have not tried their matte version. These new ones are a new finish, and these are the Sparkling Nudes collection from BYREDO, and there are 4 shades. So this is a satin formula, and you know, these are actually inspired by the 90s. So the colors themselves were inspired by colors worn in the 90s, and the finish itself is an updated version of kind of that frostier look that you would see in the 90s. So if you are unfamiliar with BYREDO lipsticks, let me start with packaging. So BYREDO lipsticks come in a white box like this. This did come wrapped in plastic, so it was sealed with plastic. These lipsticks are 3 grams each. They retail for $42 US, and they are made in Italy. When you slide open the box, you have a little pouch with your lipstick inside, and you can see that the BYREDO lipsticks are not straight. You know, they are curved. It actually comes curved like this, but you know, you can flip it the opposite way depending on what your aesthetic is, but you've got a silver and a gold half. And these, I mean, like the formula, it's like that lipstick lip balm, but they actually have a little bit better staying time, wear time on the lips than a traditional lip balm lipstick. So I can tell you, I put lipstick on and I went in the shower and I put soap on my lips, but I didn't like scrub them. So, you know, I was just kind of curious to see how it would hold up. The lipstick didn't go away until I actually scrubbed it off. So it does last. You're going to have pigment remaining on your lips, but really it's more like the whole thing kind of just stays on your lips longer than a typical lip balm lipstick. So let's go ahead and start with swatches. You know what? I'm going to go lighter to deeper, but packaging, this is heavy duty magnet. So you can see how thick this is. It's a very thick wall. So yeah, heavy duty magnet is not going to come off easily. So there are 4 shades in this collection. This first one here is called Feverish. And you can see the sparkle and the shimmer in this. So this is a warm toned rosy pink with pink shimmer in here. And then we have Amber and Furs, which is more of a nude. You can see a little bit more of those brown tones in here. And it's a really beautiful shade. You know, it's a little bit deeper than a My Lips But Better, but it has that same kind of vibe. And I think it's gorgeous. And then we have Vieux Rose. Look at this. So this is more of a cooler tone plummy rose. Now you can see that all of these have some shimmer, but Feverish is much more prominent with the sparkle, in my opinion, than the other shades. And this last one here is Damson Jam, which with the word jam, I would expect more of like that purpley tone, but it's actually going to be more of a little bit more like of a wine color. So you can see it's got like some red in there. I guess if you had to pick a jam, it's more of that, like it's a deeper strawberry jam, if that makes sense. So these are the 4 shades. And again, they all have a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of that frostier look. I have Damson Jam on my lips right now. So you can see how that little bit of shimmer can give like a touch of that frostiness, but it's not going to be full on frost like we saw back in the 90s. And you can see that Feverish here is definitely going to be the sparkliest of them. That's really much more of a glittery lipstick compared to the other 3 shades. I have to say, I can't narrow down a favorite. So I'm going to go over my thoughts on these and show you the lip swatches. I think these lipsticks are phenomenal. They are smooth and comfortable on the lips. They're easy to apply. 3 grams is a decent size for a lipstick. You know, the packaging on these is stellar. It's not gonna like separate in your purse unless somehow you have an incredibly strong magnet pulling something apart. But, you know, I think everything on these is top notch. And I love the fact that these actually wear better than traditional lipstick, lip balm type textures. And there is no glittery feeling on the lips. So you know how sometimes some of those sparkly lipsticks, when you keep reapplying or you apply multiple layers, you can feel a little grittiness to it. I have not felt that with any of these shades, and I really, really like these. So I've been testing these for a few days now, and I just think they are absolutely phenomenal. They are one of my favorite new lipsticks. Very, very happy to have these. And I have always enjoyed the satin formula of the BYREDO lipsticks, but I hadn't really found a shade that I truly loved. And I have to say, I really love all 4 of these shades. All 4 of these shades speak to me. You know, I love how they look on the lips. Feverish is a little bit sparklier. You know, that definitely has that glittery look to it. It's a little bit more festive. It's probably the one I will wear the least just because of the amount of glitter. You know, it's just not quite as everyday. The other 3 shades don't really have the glitter though. So they have a little bit of like a pearlescent look to them, but they don't have like pieces of glitter that you can see in them. So the shimmery is more of a pearly effect on Vieux Rose, Damson Jam, and Amber and Furs. So depending on what kind of look you're interested in, just keep that in mind. Feverish will be glittery. The other 3 are more of a pearly vibe. And I think all 4 of the shades are gorgeous. I absolutely love them. And you know, I can't say a bad word about them. I love everything about these lipsticks. I'm so excited to have these. And I think for me, they were well worth the money, and I'm so glad I picked these up. So right now, these are currently available at BYREDO.com, but they will be coming to other retailers very soon. So we'll just keep our eyes open and see when those pop up at other places. But if you do order from BYREDO.com, you can pick a couple of samples. I unfortunately forgot to do that because I saw these. I was so excited. I pushed the order button a little bit too soon. But anyway, if you are interested, the shipping from BYREDO is fairly fast, and there, you know, you can pick 2 samples. I would have loved to try their new rose perfume, but I, you know, again, hit that button a little bit too fast. So just real quickly, I wanted to share with you the satin lipstick I have in Commuter. So in case you have that shade, you can kind of see how these compare. And, you know, it's a really pretty shade. It is like a warm tone, but you can see it's got a little bit more red than Feverish, and obviously it doesn't have any of that sparkle. Now, as for comparisons, I hesitate to make any real comparisons with these because the finish on these is a little different. So I don't really have any lipsticks that have this type of finish. Sorry, this was like the pearly finish versus the glittery finish. So if there are any particular shades you're interested in seeing, you know, as a comparison, please let me know and I'd be happy to accommodate. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I am so incredibly happy with these lipsticks. I think they are gorgeous and they're just so incredibly comfortable. I know this is definitely a formula that I'm going to be reaching for a lot. If I had to pick one, my absolute favorite, you know, most everyday one will be the Amber and Furs. That's probably the one I will wear the most, followed by Vieux Rose. I think those are my top 2 favorites, but I love all 4 of them and I wouldn't hesitate to purchase any of these again. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And I hope to see you again very soon. So have a great day and stay safe and healthy.